to mention the swag, like the Dutch are on it. Like there was a guy who came to fix my oven and he looked like a GQ model. Dutch swag. All right, so what do you guys think about my lights, right? Look at that tree. Look at those lights up there. Come on. All right, so someone actually DM'd me like recently right after I dropped that video talking about why I bounced, like leaving Los Angeles and came to the Netherlands. And they were just like, how is it there? Do you like it? Etc. etc. And now at first I was just like, hold up, pimp. You know I'm a thug, right? You just can't be rolling up on a thug like that in the DMs. But then my inner Sky Money like reached out and he was like, you know what? Hold, that's a good video idea. So instead of answering this person directly, I'm gonna just ignore that person and just use that person's idea and make a video. I'm just kidding. I totally just blocked the person. So yeah, today we won't be talking about new drip or tech review. We ain't talking none of that. Cause you guys already know I am the drip. And instead, I'm gonna just go ahead and talk about some pros and cons of living here in the Netherlands. And now, pimp, if you are from or live in the Netherlands, or if you Dutch and you don't like what I say in this video, pull up. I dare you to pull up on a thug. I don't know if you know, but we packing heat, son. If you want smoke, I got smoke. I give out smoke for free. Okay, now that's out of the way. I do have to say that I actually love living in the Netherlands. It is amazing living here. I mean, there are some cons, but for the most part, I cannot complain. It is freaking amazing. I mean, I'm one of the few people that say this, but I actually like the weather. People are nice, super chill. And you know what? Matter of fact, with that, I'm gonna start with my first pro, and that is, well, actually, it might be a bit complicated, but I'm gonna do my best to explain. You know what? I guess the best way to explain it is that this country, the Netherlands, is very progressive as well as efficient. And like, I mean that in the best way. Like, for example, just in general, everything here just works. I don't know how, but like, they just make everything work. Like, it's very, very efficient here. The whole cashless economy, healthcare, like even just the way that you pay your bills is like when I think about how things work in the US versus here, I'm just like, why aren't we doing this? Like, let's just say you arrive in Amsterdam, fresh off the plane, and like you have Tesla taxis. Like, what? Then they also have like EV boats, EV buses, like no joke. Just ride one of these buses and it's like a whole nother experience compared to like riding a bus in LA. Like it is just, they got USB chargers. It's like all electric, like it is boss. And like seriously, there's just like a good process or like system for everything. Everything just works and makes sense. All right, and next I'm gonna have to say, just getting around the country is just super easy. And yes, I'm not saying a city, I said the country. And now I get that, yes, the Netherlands is a small country. I mean, but just for the simple fact that you really don't need a car here makes it like 20 times better. So like, for example, when I was living in Atlanta in the States, if you work like, let's just say downtown, there is no way you could take public transportation all the way to Stone Mountain and get where you need to go without driving. I mean, you couldn't even work in somewhere like Dunwoody and get to Stone Mountain without driving. And traffic in Atlanta has gotten so out of control, but you kind of have to drive there. And it's kind of the same thing in LA. And what's crazy is that in LA, you could literally bike to a lot of places in LA, but it is very dangerous. It is not bike friendly at all. Like you just have to have a car. And I notice a lot of states are like this. Unless you live in the city, yeah, you're driving. Yeah, that's why I just love this place. Like seriously, like for real. I do not want to drive after living in Atlanta and LA, I do not want to drive everywhere. Like I'm tired of like wasting my life away. I would rather take a bus, a train, a tram, whatever I gotta do, but I just don't want to, because it's just a waste of time. Like it really is if you think about it. All right, the next pro is that everyone here speaks English. That is a huge, that's a big help, for real. And pimp, when I say everybody, I mean everybody. Like, no joke. Like, I ran into a guy, he had to be in like his 60s or 70s. And I was recording myself, and this dude was legit, like, totally said something in Dutch. And I said, oh, sorry, I don't, speak Dutch. This like 60-year-old guy was literally just like, are you vlogging? And I was like, oh, how you know what a vlog is? Like, this dude's straight gangster. Like, he knew what a vlog was. Like, my mama don't even know what a vlog is. So yeah, definitely being in a country where everybody speaks English, that's a big pro too as well. And now, one thing I will say though is that your mail and like everything in writing, that's not in English. So Google Translate is a lifesaver. Like,
here you go.
I mean, as much as I would like to vlog in there, it is not worth the copyright strike. So I'm gonna just have my chai latte outside by myself like a boss. But being inside does bring up another pro, and that is this country is very internationally like diverse. There's just so many different types of people here and just so many languages just burning out everywhere. And I'm just like, it's amazing. Like, I just love being in places where it has a great amount of diversity. I don't know, but that's just me. It is such a diverse, like, international community, and it's really nice to see. And not only is it like diverse, but you see people with other people. Like there's a lot of mixed couples out here, and that is something that I like really appreciate. It just really brings like good vibes, you know? All right, so today is, I believe it's like Santa Claus, which is kind of like Christmas, I guess, but I mean, I don't know, I could be totally wrong. But yeah, it is Santa Claus Day, and yeah, it's just a nice day. Also, it's a huge Formula One race. Like, I'm a big Formula One fan, which only makes the next pro like even better, and that is travel. I love traveling. My wife loves traveling. So this is like the perfect place if you enjoy traveling. I mean, like, if I'm being real, you are like literally just a train ride away from a lot of places, like Belgium, Germany, like you name it. You like even London. London, I believe, is maybe 4.5 hours, maybe 5. And then if you just want to fly somewhere, you can find cheap, I mean stupid cheap tickets. Like, I have a friend who just went to Italy and the ticket was like $35. And I'm like, I need to get on this email list. So yeah, international travel, huge plus when it comes to living in the Netherlands. Oh snap, there it goes. Right there. Yes. I'm just kidding, no, not today. Should I? No, not today. Okay, and now my last big pro for living in the Netherlands is that it is like really safe. And I know there's crime, but it just feels different, you know? Like it just feels safe. I know I'm a thug and everything, but I ain't choose thug life. Thug life chose me. Just being here, just like, I feel like I could just go out any time of day, won't be bothered, won't be harassed. Like, it just feels really safe here compared to being in the States. And again, pimp, I know there's crime like everywhere, but it's a little different, you know? Like, it just feels different. Like, the worst thing I've seen while I was here was like a high-speed chase with like a cop car and like a scooter. I'm like, that's it? Like, and then also you do have like, just young people being idiots sometimes, but for the most part, it just doesn't seem like LA or Chicago or even certain parts of Atlanta. It just doesn't feel like. But now we do have to get into the cons, because yes, there are some, not big ones, more personal. But anyway, one of the biggest cons to me has to be that some of the laws make no sense. And when I say some, I really mean just one. And to keep it 100p, this law really affected my life. And that is that boosted boards are illegal. Like, boosted boards. Yes, you heard me. Boosted boards are illegal, pimp. I was on my boosted board one day, just chilling, keeping it chill, not stunting, when the feds rolled up on me and they was like, hey, you know that this is illegal, right? And I was like, no, I didn't know this is illegal. why is this illegal? Like I went on and on and on talking about breaking and all this other stuff. I mean, to be real, it made no sense. And he was telling me how, one, it's illegal, and then two, if they catch you on it, it's like a $600 euro fine, and they will take it and destroy it. And I was just like, ooh. Meanwhile, the entire time he's telling me all this stuff, there's like motorized scooters that are just flying by, doing like 120 on the bike path. And I'm just like, and now look, I ain't no snitch, but in this situation, I was just like, look at that guy, there you go right there, there you go, damn. Like my booster board can't go 100 miles an hour on a bike path. What? Why is that legal? And this is not legal. All jokes aside, I legit asked this question, and I even told him, like, do you know how many times I almost had to elbow somebody on a scooter because they just almost running me over? Like, I did have to give them the business. I was like, why is this illegal? But that could kill somebody. Like, and I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of these people on these scooters on the bike path be like speeding like crazy. And so when I asked him and addressed this issue, he could not give me an answer. And now the next one has to be that some things are a bit expensive here, mostly electronics. And now I do get it, but at the same time, that is a con for me because I mean, I got a channel that reviews cameras and electronics, so yeah, it's just a bit pricey over here. Perfect example of this is when I bought my GoPro Hero 10, it came up to about $700, and that is a lot for a GoPro. So yeah, that is a con for me. Electronics, cameras, a little bit pricey. And now my last con isn't really a con to me because I told you guys I do like it, but after talking to so many people who live here, everybody sees this as a con, and that is the weather. Like the weather is a bit all over the place, and again, pimp, I do like that. It's just, it is sometimes a little hard to like schedule my swag, but for the most part, I do like the weather. But yeah, it is a bit like all over the place. Like just that last video I did alone, it rained and then it hailed and then it snowed and then it rained again. And I'm just like, what is going on? And now I enjoyed this, but yeah, again, I can't plan my swag, and you guys already know I am the drip. So yeah, I gotta have the swag going. But yeah, that just about wraps it up. What do you guys think though? What do you guys think about the pros that I mentioned? And what do you guys think about the cons that I mentioned? Like, especially that boost, like, come on, that boosted board one, that's crazy. You know what, we're getting off topic anyway. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And overall, like to be honest, I don't really have any real complaints except for that boosted board one. I mean, that's about it, but I love being here. But yeah, pimp, that is all I got. Don't get lost in the sauce and keep being bosses. I will see you guys in the next one.